Welcome to Graceful Healing Retreat, aka HP Marlana's channel. Hopefully, all is well. I had to go to work today, y'all. Does it look like I'm working now? My schedule has definitely changed. So, I do want you guys to be aware of that, understand that, know that, and that's why I haven't been coming as often as I'm supposed to, or as often as I should. I apologize for that, but I am going to be substituting the videos or the lives, or actually not substituting. Actually, I'm going to be creating more content, just regular videos like this. How do I get past deception, things of that nature. But today we're going live, and I hope you all are here and able to enjoy the HP Marlana live today. I normally go on Mondays, but again, like I said, my life has been turned upside down quite a bit, so I have to come when I can. So let's go ahead and get started with the divine feminine reading. The energies that have come up already with the goddess, because what I did was I pulled energies from the goddess deck. So we have, this is energies regarding your home beliefs. Okay, so we have hearth and home, Hestia, Minerva, and then we also have Durga, which is boundaries. So these are goddesses of home, belief systems, and your boundaries. Now, I can already tell you based off the additional information that I've received already that this is really strongly speaking to deception, speaking to dealing with that, moving past that, your belief system, which leads you to anxiety, that leads you to unhappiness, and basically detaching from that through boundaries. We also have you moving forward. I really feel like this, we have double action here as far as your path is concerned. We received the temple path, yin and yang, and then we also received action. So this is as it pertains to how this is orchestrated in your life, in your home, and personally towards you. This is something close to you. So there's action being taken. We'll look a little further into that, but it speaks to your how you speak up for yourself, how you're changing things based on how you're speaking up for yourself. Your beliefs also have been triggered here as well with some, I want to say, some conflict here in the past, maybe some financial issues, but that's also turning around. I'm also seeing here with the Starseed deck here that we're speaking to apologies. So I want to get into that, but this is speaking to writing past wrongs. Okay. So again, it's interesting how this uprooting and this storm and this financial constraint, I feel like a lot of this is controlling energy. Of deceptive people around you, perhaps in romance, because I definitely strongly see it here in romance. And these are attachments you're having to detach from. And these are attachments that weren't stable, that, all of that. So, and then we had here anxiety here that was attached to your boundaries. So we had quite a bit here attached to the boundaries, the guardian of the gate. This is speaking to you not moving forward, and you're just kind of looking at what's happening. So I kind of see this happening before your eyes. Some of you may be feeling, I feel like this creates some level of anxiety, but really, I feel like it's just bringing up old anxiety as it relates to the deception here in the past. But again, I see you being freed from that. I'm seeing you detaching from that. I feel like nothing's holding you back here. Okay. I even see envy around you as well. So some of these people who are trying to deceive you may be envying you due to your come up. Because I do definitely see a come up here, and I do see some action plays being here. But I just feel like for some reason, I also see, I want to see your emotions, how you're feeling about this whole situation. Because I feel like this is slow. I feel like it's slow moving. I just really feel like it's slow to appear, to see. Let me just see your emotions and how you feeling about this transaction currently happening in regards to this healing of this deceptive situation. Again, I do see this being money as well, money and romance. So yeah, so you guys are definitely reflecting back on it, but you're staying strong in regards to it. That's what I'm seeing here. it's beautiful how it's happening, because it's like you, I feel like you may not be as moved as you used to be. How people perhaps had the ability to move you in some kind of way. Maybe in the past you would be more emotional about the situation. I feel like you're more at peace because you are listening and you're reflecting and you're just remaining strong about this situation. Now I'm saying situation because again, I said this is money. This is money and romance. So let's just go ahead and speak to both. Let's because we again, and like I said, this is yourself. So this is like yourself, what's happening with you, how you're moving forward. Then it's how you have been affected and how that's changing. And then it's the boundaries and how by you creating boundaries, it allows for you to move past and actually move, because this is moving out of stuck energy. I'm definitely seeing movement here, a lot of movement. So let's just start here with the hearth and home, how you're feeling within you. This is you speaking up. This is you taking action. This is you going on a new path. Let's just go into that. Oh, my. And then we have prosperity begins, and we have material and spiritual prosperity. So let's see. And then we have fertility as well as the shadow. I feel like, again, you're facing something about yourself. Again, it's something moving. When we have fertility, this is about you receiving something new. I want to get into that. But I really feel like, ooh, here go that wisdom with deception. I love that. Again, this is just speaking to how you have progressed. This is a lot of heart chakra energy that's here. Let me just go into the chakra deck a little bit. This is really about your healing and how you have progressed past. I really feel like a lot of this deception, just wisdom through deception. It's almost like by whoever, and then you have deception and envy. So it's like those who have envied you and deceived you up until this point, this is where you've kind of gathered all your information from and what you've learned. And now you're following your gut instincts because now you're comfortable and you're more confident in who you are. So now you are confronting whatever deceptions have been there. And I feel like some of this is definitely I feel like definitely some of this is because when I'm seeing this shadow energy here, as well as some of the other energy I'm seeing here, I don't know if you're facing this one-on-one or if you're facing someone's shadow in the spiritual realm. I'll go a little into that too. But I do see you receiving here. Like you just, I feel like you're receiving more money. You're receiving more downloads. I feel like you're trusting yourself. Like you're counting on you as being the reliable one. Like you're the one who's self-disciplined, right? This is your knowing, your receiving. How are you? Because I see this throat chakra energy. This is how you are. This throat chakra energy is here as it pertains to you. And I don't know if you're talking to yourself, who you're talking to, or if you're just talking to a shadow self, shadow part of yourself, or a shadow part of another person. So let's just see who you're talking to in regards to this shadow, about this deception, what has not been seen. Again, I feel like you have learned this. Like however this came to light, whether it be financial or romantic deception, then you have Seven of Swords in reverse. However this came to light, I really feel like this was intuitively, like you already knew this information came about in some type of indirect way, like a sign. Let me go one more time. Clarify the Seven of Swords here. How are they receiving this information? Because you also have the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's just wow. And then here we go, insight, right? Personal insight. And this is also coming through blessings. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to the spiritual deck now because this is definitely speaking to your understanding, your awakening, self-evaluations. This is speaking to your awareness. So this is definitely speaking spiritually how you're... Yeah, I love it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're moving towards the light and you're releasing quite a bit here. This is what's going on here. So yeah, so you're definitely standing in your power. Look at that. And you've learned quite a few lessons. All right. So again, this is you. So you may be reflecting on that at this time, reflecting on all the things that you learned as it pertains to, as a result of the deception. So this is how you're moving through it, because now you're starting to feel more comfortable about your own insight. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to your belief system here. So your belief system is changing as it pertains to your finances. Your belief system is changing as it also pertains to how you're moving out of this situation. I feel like by you going through what you've gone through, you're now on a new path. You're taking action moving forward in a way that's changing your beliefs. I think these are deep-rooted beliefs. This is about you really coming into your power. So let's just go a little into this, because it's like you've come out of a storm. This came in reverse. You have storm warning in reverse. So you've already gone through something. Then you have financial constraint in reverse. I feel like both of these speak to you coming out of a situation where you did not feel valued, where you did not feel empowered. Let's just go into the storm warning. What happened here in the past? What do you want us to let us? Okay. Storm warning here in the past. What happened here in the past? You received King of Cups. You also received movement. You have the Chariot. Oof. Okay. Yeah, you're moving past disloyalty, heartbreak, stuckness. I mean, I don't see the Hangman here, but I feel Hangman energy. I feel like someone who didn't want to commit in a way that was long term, didn't want to see a future, all of that. Maybe this is someone who you respected, someone who you felt like would give you this cup, but didn't. And instead, I feel like you've left with some level of heartbreak here. But turning all of that around at this time, I feel like that's what you're kind of leaving behind. I feel like really you're leaving behind the belief system that you had to have this, like this was for you. And I feel like by you going through certain situations, you started to realize that it wasn't necessary, or I don't have to have this person, or because they were disloyal, because they were not looking out for your best interest, your future, the future of your family, all of that. Like, yeah, because you're like, if I'm gonna do it by myself, I might as well do it by myself. I'm just saying. So let's just go a little deeper into this love, because we do have this cup of love. I also have King of Cups here, and then we also have King of Fire here too. So that's fire and water. I'm about to sneeze, y'all. I'm trying to hold it back, but I don't think I can hold it back any longer. Let me I want to see what this was here regarding love. Let me just see, because I already know, but I'm just saying, let's just go there, right? Why not? We're having fun tonight. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. This King of Cups. I feel like somebody portrayed themselves as an understanding person, but really was a King of Wands. King of Wands is an in and out. King of Wands is something that's quick, something that's not substantial, stable. That's what they're giving me, substantial, like committed, or like that. They're and then we have it here in reverse too. I feel like someone showed themselves, like the belief system you had was this person will be I can't even say it. Understanding, and was going to be loyal to you. We have here the Knight of Pinnacles in reverse too, which speaks to loyalty too. So you expected this person. I feel it's like the worst deception, right? Thinking that somebody's one way, then they end up being an F boy, right? How you guys doing? Hey, Marsha. Hey, Live Love 1111. Yeah. So you're moving past that. This is the good part. You're finally moving, because I feel like this person straight up had you stuck. Look, you have 3 of Wands in reverse, and you have 3 of Swords upright. So this is someone, this is third party situation, all of that. And then you also have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands speaks to future, seeing a future with someone. This is in reverse. And then you have the biggest F boy of the deck in reverse. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sheesh. Yeah. By you going through a separation, it has now left you to where I just heard to where you had to fend for self. That's what I just heard. But through this separation will come better love, something new for you. So, whew, so that's your belief system. Your belief system's changing. How's the energy been for you guys? I feel like the energy's been kind of calm. How have you guys been feeling? I feel like it's been an energy of acceptance right now too, accepting things. It is as it is. It is what it is, kind of thing. It seems like a very calm energy that I'm feeling right now, but I just wanted to know how you guys are feeling too. Make sure you definitely leave your comments below. Not in the chat, but below below as well. And make sure you definitely subscribe and share the video too. I appreciate it. And check your notifications if you're not getting the live notifications. So let's go ahead and move on up to, so that's dealing with hearth and home. So what you dealt with here is coming full circle. And then we also have here your belief system. So we've gone through both of those. Now we're here with your boundaries. So for some of you who are still confused as to how to set boundaries, what you need to do, and maybe a little new in adding boundaries to your repertoire, let me make it clear to you. It's most necessary. There's so many ways I could go about speaking to this, but let me just show you what came out so you can see how this came out. So when boundaries came out, right? First thing came out was daughter romance, which speaks to your romantic life, right? Then right behind that came deception. Like, we already going downhill, right? Then behind that came envy. Now, we already saw deception and envy when it came to the belief system, when it came to how you're seeing things now. So look at that. So then we also have here all tied up in reverse. So this is when you're stuck. This is that Eight of Swords energy in reverse. Due to boundaries, right? Attachment, false attachments in reverse. These are two cards you definitely want in reverse. That's all I'm saying. Two messages you definitely want in reverse. And then we also have here the sun in reverse. So like all of this is just like, yo. So now the sun we want upright, right? Then we have the garden and the gate. So this is like you watching things happening here. And then we have anxiety. So I really want to get into this. I'm sorry. I really want to get into this, but let me just finish this because I feel like Spirit is guiding me because Lord knows I want to skip around. So we have these boundaries here. Let's just go ahead and look at the boundaries that were set. And if you haven't set the boundaries yet, these are boundaries you need to start setting. Now, when I speak to setting boundaries, let me just setting boundaries. What is that? Especially when you're dealing with deceitful people, deception, envy, envious people around you. How do you set boundaries? You know, you don't allow people in your space. It's about valuing yourself more than anything. It's not about you being selfish. It's not about you being a bitch. You notice I'm being nice tonight, right? I'm just saying. It's not about any of that. It's really about you doing what's in your best interest and valuing yourself enough to realize you deserve it. It's certain things that you know you deserve, right? You know, you deserve to eat or to eat well, right? I know I used to say back in the day, bills may not get paid, but one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat right. Like the lights might be out, but at the end of the day, we're gonna eat and we're gonna eat good. Like it's just certain things I just can't live without, like, you know. But it's about, you know, what is it that you value? And over time, you tend to value things, take less bullshit. You know what I mean? You tend to have less patience for, you know, false people. Like this comes with age. Okay. This comes with wisdom. This comes through experience. This comes through. And unfortunately, you know, some of us, it took us longer to learn this than others. And I wish I would have known this back in my 20s, right? It takes a while for you to get to a place where you really feel like you value your time. And I hope that makes sense to you. So therefore, you have to set boundaries because certain people don't deserve your time. Don't I feel like I'm about to go preach right now. Like, I mean, this is so serious. So when we're talking about Goddess Durga, this is about someone who is defending themselves, defending what's best for them, defending their time, their value, their peace, their womb, right? You know, I told you I had an epiphany, and it was so real because I realized, I mean, I've heard people talk about it, you know, people will talk about abstinence and people will talk about, you know, all of this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, who's doing that? Right. You know, and so you start to, because I mean, reality is people like, you know, really, am I really gonna? But it's really because you don't realize, like, and this is how I always felt, because I grew up in the church. So it was like, okay, I understand y'all saying this is important, but nobody could really tell me why. And so, yeah, they would say, oh, because you can marry or you'll be, I mean, but then you still end up in divorces. I mean, and let's not go there. People in church to get divorced too. You know what I mean? So it was like, I need to find my value. Where is the power dynamic in this? And what I realized is they removed the power dynamic, not saying church, but I'm just saying it was never imparted on me, the power related to it. Because if they related the power to your womb, if they related your power, your strength to your womb, your knowing all these things to your womb, I mean, your power, you see what I'm saying? Because your power can be siphoned, okay, through your womb, right? So if they spoke to this, then that means you're too powerful. That's what they're trying to negate, though, because they're trying to negate your power. I'm not going to say they. I mean, that's what the patriarchal structure was built on, belittling the female dynamic and empowering the male dynamic, right? And so when you look deeper into it, they can't tell you how powerful your womb is. They're just going to shortchange your womb. Oh, well, she's just a whore. Oh, well, she's just a, you see what I'm saying? So now we're going to bring this negative connotation to your sexuality to make you feel bad about doing exactly what they're doing, right? So they're going to make you feel bad about this. I got a word right now. You see what I'm saying? So this is a deep message, because I feel like if this is something I learned when I was 8, when I was 10, when I was 14, 16, 18, you see what I'm saying? I really feel as though I would have had a different perspective on my value, on my power. And because this is negative connotation associated with powerful women, they're not going to tell you it's your power being siphoned by this dude, right? Or being siphoned by somebody in the church, out of church, whatever, your high school boyfriend, whatever, that you're being weakened by the moment, by the act, or by the ... Now, the only way this can be happening, and if this is happening to you, this happens to very powerful women who are very knowing. You guys saw that message that I put out there, right? Now, everybody may not have this reaction, but if you're tired, if you're weak afterwards, if you're like, you know what, I need to go to sleep, and you're too tired to make your dreams come true, if you're too tired to, you see what I'm saying? If you're having all these things happen, but you were powerful and wonderful, and they are wising as a result of your power, now, they may not give you the credit. Let's not go there now. They may not give you the credit. But if you know that you are empowering this person, not just through your womb, through your words, through your knowing, through your love, that's why I said you have to understand your currency and know that love is a currency. And so when people want to belittle, you know, oh, well, she's a stay-at-home mom, that's a major motherfucking currency. She's imparting into the children, imparting into the husband, imparting, and then they want to turn around and say, well, she ain't do nothing in a divorce, right? Oh, well, I built all of this off of her energy, off of her womb, off of her, you see what I'm saying? But they don't want to give power to that because there's major power in that. And that changes the power dynamic drastically. So when I spoke to y'all and told y'all I had an epiphany, it was an epiphany to me. I knew the power, right? But you don't really know. And when you really know, you hold strong to what empowers not only you, but the world. So when you look at it from that perspective, that I am that powerful, that I am that knowing, that my body really produces, you know, children and produces light and produces energy. I mean, everybody's does. But especially when it comes to your brain. If you just look at the brain synopsis and going back and forth, y'all can look into that. I used to love that back in the day. I'm really into science type stuff too, but I'm not gonna go there. Point is, there's electrical every time you learn something new, and it just ties from one to the next, and it creates a fire off. So when you're doing Reiki energy and all of that, that's your fire, your energy coming from your body that you are now using to heal other people. Same thing you use when you're birthing a child. Same thing you use when you're loving on someone, healing on someone, laying hands on someone. All these things, this is power. Now they want to claim that this power is only used when you've been ordained or when you're in some place of power, but you have this power within you. You have been born with this power, and your belief system plays a major role in this power. So let's go back there. So if you're believing that, if you're believing one way, it's going to financially control you. If you believe in another way, it's going to leave you in poverty. It's going to leave you in, all these things. Because if your mindset is that you need to be with someone else in this kind of way, or let them cipher your energy or whatever that is, when you change your belief system, all that changes. So boundaries are necessary when it comes to that. So let's just go full circle. Righting past wrongs. Who's trying to right past wrongs here? I do want to see that. Because I wonder, I'm hot, y'all. I'm gonna make it clear. I want to take this jacket off. Y'all see I look professional today. I have to go back into the office again. So I'm back in the office again, guys. Yeah, I know I got a full-time job, right? I'm just saying. This daughter romance, this deceit, this envy, it's coming full circle, and I feel like you're gaining something from this. This is a message of gaining something. Now, whether this is a physical apology from someone who did you dirty or not, it's okay, but you're gaining something from this, whether it's your wisdom, whether it's your knowing. So let's just look into what you're gaining by setting boundaries. And again, if you need help with that, let's just go into that briefly. Y'all help each other out here as far as how to set boundaries. That means blocking calls. That means blocking people from your energy. That means protecting your energy so other people don't have it. It means not letting people cipher your energy too, especially when you know they are not there to uplift you and there for your best interest, but rather for theirs, because they're looking to you, and when they're walking away, they're happy, they're on cloud nine, and you are down and feeling a certain kind of way. Your belief system plays a role in all of that. So let's go ahead and see what you're obtaining here by reflecting on the past, the hurt, the changing your belief system, growing to this place of abundance, leaving behind all the drama and the storms, and setting the boundaries to make sure it doesn't happen again in this exact same way, they said, because it's not that it won't ever happen again. It's just you would have learned so much more. You have gained so much wisdom that it won't go down that way. Like if somebody come back to you and try to do the exact same thing, you'll be like, oh, please. So let's look into what we're receiving here. Let's see what we're receiving here. I'm sorry. Defenselessness. This is speaking to righting past wrongs. Ooh, that went crazy. And this is all spirit doing this for you. Oh, look at this, y'all. And we got peace at the bottom of the deck. So again, to me, this is anxiety and taking your abundance, right? We have anxiety and taking your abundance, overthinking situations. So people don't get me started. And this is, again, tribe, people you know. So this is people, these are people that you're familiar with here. So I'm sorry is coming from, or that righting of past wrong, of uprooting this old belief. This is as a result of people that you know, situations that you've overthought, the abundance that was taken from you. And now spirit steps in and starts it all over again and brings you something better, hopefully. But it's time for you to leave behind whatever this is. Now, some of you need to definitely look into your insight, look into, make sure you speak in the spirit, listening to spirit, because spirit is providing a sense of peace, a level of peace here for you. I'm going to read this I'm sorry message here just so we can have a clearer understanding of that, because sometimes it gives you questions on what or prayer associated with it. So let me just see what the message is. They want me to bring this message out for you. So the question associated with this I'm sorry is, how are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind unwind past wrongs. So this is going to be interesting. Unwind past wrongs. So if you're holding on to the damage that's been done to you instead of setting boundaries and moving forward, then there may be some work that still needs to be done. We're living in a defensive time where when we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. So if you're feeling this triggering coming up, that because I told you we're reflecting on this anyway. If we're to find a true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside the right and wrong. Our souls are instinctively remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for the starseed. To bring out unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, the hate, the wounds, the separation, the severing, the wrongs, the sadness. You may be called to explore how you and your ancestors or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others, to find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry, with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuated inherent conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterns that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes. Devote your time to causes you believe in, or do healing work on your ancestral line. So I love this. So this is really going even deeper ancestrally. What is it that you need to undo ancestral? Again, going back to your belief system, a lot of this is ancestral. This is not just your lifetime. This is going back. This is many lifetimes. This is going back to many mothers, right? This is not just you. I mean, what you've learned and what you're doing is just really as a reason of your upbringing, your society, all these things. So how can you go deeper and not only help yourself, but help your lineage from the past and help it move forward, bringing peace moving forward? I think I just heard a herald of a major, like a big message. This is a big ask. This is a major ask. This is a big ask. Spirit is asking y'all to literally heal your lineage, I just heard childhood wounding, heal your ancestral line, not just you. This is going way beyond this. Interesting. And how do you heal this? It's about changing your belief system. I think Spirit is trying to let you know that this didn't just happen to you. This has happened to your, mother's mother, before you. Wow. And here we go again. Wow. You got the love, boundaries, codependencies. So this is setting boundaries against codependent energies. And this is also an Hadrian energy. So that's a planet. This is really speaking to that. I love that. And then we have Star Family here too. Interesting. Wow. So again, this is letting you know that this is familial. This is not just you. This is family too. And it's so crazy because when I was over here too, I was like, okay, we got pleasure, we got insight, and then family was right under there. So this is definitely family. So you're not here to just fix your life. You're here to assist your ancestors in the process of fixing. Whew. All right, y'all. This wasn't supposed to be this deep today. Goodness gracious. Woo, I didn't see that coming. I did not. Okay. Yeah, this is regeneration. So you got to listen. So let's just find out what your advice is. Let's find out what your advice is. Here we go. Peace. Let's see what your advice is. I'm going to pull out the angel oracle. Let's see what your angel advice is. I'm gonna use this angel oracle. If you guys have a question, hold it in your mind. If you have a question, hold it in your mind. Hold it. Hold it. I'm gonna do 3 bongs. Hold it. The answer came out for you. Opportunities and compromise. Yes. Under that was, it's up to you. So whatever the answer was to your, this is the answer to your question for now. So of course we always know time is fluid. So but right now in this time, that's your answer. Let's do this here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. What advice do we have as we close out this reading? Thank you. Follow your passions. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities. Here we go again. Opportunities is coming out again for excitement and adventure. A reason to celebrate. A community of friends. Happy announcement regarding relationships and children. More advice is around strength here. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Ooh, again, over this 3 of Swords. What's next to 3 of Swords is perspective here. So, I just heard put your sword down. Okay. I just heard put your sword down. Some of you may be holding a major grudge towards someone who's really harmed and hurt you. Wow, I've never noticed this. Look at this. Look at this card. I've never noticed this in this 3 of Swords card. The angel is holding her. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. The angel is literally holding someone who is heartbroken. You're not alone. Put your sword down. Put your sword down. There's a different perspective here that you need to see. They're really pulling me towards, you feeling like this happened to you. Like, it's like, oh, but they did this to me. But no, they did this. You're personalizing by saying it to me, meaning they did it to you because it was you. Anyone who was in your circumstance or in relationship with that person at that time would have received the same treatment. So it didn't have to do with you per se. Even if they made the comment or suggestion or blamed or point the finger at you and said, you're the reason why, ... That's not true. Don't accept that. The truth is, that's who they were in that time of their life. And it wasn't because of you, it's just because of their situation. So you just happen to be the lucky, the lucky one to be in relationship with that person at that time, to help them learn a lesson, to help them see things differently, to help you see things differently, to help you see things, because now you have learned things and you're looking at things a lot differently. The way you were taught, the way you were brought up, your belief system, all of that has changed as a result of that person. So change your perspective and look at the light, kind of making lemons into lemonade, it's that whole dynamic there. Perspective, it says there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Don't allow someone else's ish to bring you down, to make you feel like you have to constantly your heart has to be hardened. Don't allow someone else to make your heart harden because of a situation that you just happen to be in with a person who just happened to be going through some ish, right? Don't let that be your life story. What is it that you need to learn from that story? Because truth be told, you're not doing anything much different from prior, familial type people, families, mothers, grandmothers, aunts, whatever, sisters, what have you. You didn't do anything that much. So don't be hard on yourself, they're saying. Don't be hard on yourself. It's not, your fault either. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's really all about learning the lessons while here, right? Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes are occurring. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. So don't hold yourself back. If you're holding on to this hurt and reflecting on the past hurt and you're not moving forward, you're not, choosing a new path, you're not taking action, moving forward, speaking up for yourself, whatever this is, then you're allowing yourself to remain stuck in a situation, and spirit has freed you. You have options to be freed here through setting boundaries and changing your belief system about money and finances. They're saying a jail cell. They're like, you've created a jail cell. Like that belief system creates a belief of jail. What is jail? Jail is confinement, a lack of freedom, lack of liberation, all of that. So if you choose to remain in that belief system, you're choosing to remain in jail, handcuffed to a belief system that is not for you in this time. It was a time and a place for that belief system. It's just not here in this time. And you have a lineage of ancestors behind you helping you to move out of it. This just takes me back to, when I first started this channel, I was talking about the 50s mindset, and how we in today's time still want a 50s lifestyle, a 50s woman's lifestyle, of just being home, not working with the children, all that good stuff. And whether you're working or not, that's not the point. It's really the mindset of being confined, being someone's, being chosen to. And every time I think of the 50s mindset, I always think of the woman who's at home raising the kids, and their husband is like they're in New Jersey and their husband's like in New York, and then they got a woman secretary, whatever, in New York, who is also, their woman, and they're like have two lives going on. But the one who feels like they're the better woman per se is the one that's at home pining over the man that's up here with you. You see what I'm saying? So, but the reason why that woman's at home and not working this, that, and the other is because for many reasons, but it's a mindset. It's a chosen lifestyle to be in. Now it's a chosen one. Back then it wasn't a chosen. You didn't have a choice. If you didn't have a husband, if you didn't have somebody to take care of you, whatever, couldn't get the money coming. I mean, it was a harder life for you. So the choices that they made back then to be married, to remain married, regardless of what was going on. And I know I had that in my family too. My grandmother, my aunts, all of that. My mother chose a different path, and my mindset is different because my mother chose a different path. She refused to get married. She didn't care how many times. She was like, I don't want to be in bondage, basically, because she saw that with her parents, right? So again, my mindset is different coming from my mother's mindset, who's different, who came from another mindset who was like this, right? And but we so badly want to be in that, but so many of them were abused. So many of them were I'm gonna just leave it there. I mean, abuse is in so many different lives, and just in so many ways abused, financially abused, right? Emotionally abused. And if you didn't do what, I'm not even gonna go there, but we can go into our APE too, right? But because that was your husband, right? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of rights weren't afforded to wives, right? But that's what you did because that was that better life, right? And many of them had to deal with them molesting cousins, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we all gone through it, right? And still can't leave, because if you leave, you're going to be in a worse circumstance, right? If they cheated on you, whatever, they take your children, whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just so many different. And so we want the, so when I started this channel, it was really based off of like, why do you still want that? Why do you still want that lifestyle when you're in a situation, or you have the ability to do so much more? You have the capability. I mean, I always said, I couldn't have been here in a previous lifetime and survived. I know I've been here many lifetimes and didn't survive. I said this lifetime I'm going to it like a cool 100 and something. Like that's my age, gonna be 100 and something. Like she died at 100 and something. But I know in previous lifetimes that wasn't gonna work for me. In different lifetimes, for just the power dynamic. So I feel like I'm rambling now, but just to go full circle and close that out, that's why I started the channel. And this is showing that belief system really coming full circle. It's still wanting that and changing this belief system after all the hurt and the pain and the trauma and all of that, and realizing you really don't have to go through it, realizing you're actually okay. I have people around me even today who still feel a certain way about being single and, having their children and this, that, and the other. And it's like, oh, I can't be a single mother. And I'm like, I can't do it. And I'm like, I didn't see much else. So to me, being a single mother was going to be easy for me. And I got married twice. You see what I'm saying? So, but I always had a sense of responsibility for my children that I would have never relinquished to anyone. I didn't give a fuck who you thought you was. You mine. Like, that's just period. Like, period. Y'all know I'm from Maryland, right? Maryland, D.C. area. Period. Like, period. Okay? Like, I wasn't doing that for anybody at any point. I took responsibility. That was mine. So, again, perspective plays a major role here. So this is about changing your perspective regarding what you've gone through. What have you learned from that situation? What wisdom have you gained from it? And now taking yourself to the next level to not only heal yourself, but to heal your lineage and to heal moving forward. Healing your children as well, letting them see something different, letting them know something different through your actions. That was a beautiful reading, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. I'm sorry I haven't been here. I miss you guys. I hope that was a word for somebody. Let me go ahead and go through these comments real quick. I know I didn't go through it. How you guys doing? How y'all? Hey ya. Hello, Christina. How you guys doing? Vanessa, Natural Beauty. Hey, y'all came out. Good luck. I'm trying to see if there's any questions. Calm, healing, and moving forward. Yeah, working on stuff. Amen to that. Letting go. Yes, I totally agree about the womb. Yes, that is something God just brought to my awareness the past year, right? I know. Isn't that crazy how, because I just feel like the way in which they communicated was just on some straight up, this is just something you don't do. It's kind of like, in families, they're like, oh, okay, don't do this and don't do that. And I was always the child that was like, why? I don't understand. Why? No, I'm not going to do it because I don't understand. So it doesn't have the same value when I don't understand. So, but that's just me, and I'm sure, and some people may just do things just because they're told. I wasn't that child. Let me make that clear. That wasn't me. Okay. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Oh, sorry. Somebody had a loss. I apologize. I hope that's sorry for your loss. Yeah, how you doing, Live Love? I know you still going through it too. Yeah, you said imprisonment. Yes. Many people are imprisoned with that mindset, that belief system. You said that was in your family too? Uh-huh. You said I desperately need healing. It was a word for me and my lineage. Good. I hope that was helpful. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm extremely hot right now, and I don't know what else to do other than to take off my jacket, turn on the heat, take a shower, because I'm extremely hot right now. Do y'all see me glistening? Not to mention, I got caught up in the rain today, so I was running in the rain. My jacket is still wet, but I didn't want to come on here without my full ensemble. All right, guys, let me get you your affirmations and get on out of here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. I thank you for your messages today. I thank you for the messages that are given and the messages that they need to hear. Ooh, I love it. I embrace my body. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at that, y'all. You said I'm glowing. Yeah, it's called sweats. I embrace my body. If you guys want to repeat after me, this is an affirmation. I honor and embrace all of my body. I am receptive to her specific needs. One more time. I honor and embrace all of my body. I am receptive to her specific needs. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. Any other advice for us for this evening? For this message anyway? Shining bright. I shine my light and allow my creative power to burn bright. So here we go again. I shine my light and allow my creative power to burn bright. And if you want to know what it says, there you go. Here we go here. Here's both of them in case you didn't see it. You said that's what y'all thought. You said she's glowing. Yes, I am. I'm wet. I'm sweating probably. I turned the heat off or turned the AC off so it wouldn't be so too. Let me get y'all some more advice because I didn't want it to get too hot in here. Because for some reason, when it gets really hot, like it's like almost 100 degrees today. When it gets too hot, it's the AC half-ass works, you know. So keep in mind that your thought creates your reality. We also have here releasing toxic relationships. So that definitely goes full circle with setting boundaries, making sure you don't allow I just heard, damn, trifling people around you. Lord, oh, let me find out. See, the longer I stay on here, the more out of control they're going to get. Woo! They said, ooh, not a lot of trifling people, Lord, in your vicinity, honey. Have you guys been like in certain places and then you just feel the energy of certain people or certain people? It might be guys, girls, whatever. And you just like, are you kidding me right now? Certain people you just like, their energy is just so foul. And I leave. Do you guys leave? Do you guys leave when you around foul people? I'm just saying trifling with like a big ling, L-I-N-G, trifling. My bad, no, trifling with a F-L-I-N. You gonna have me standing here and my butt's gonna be then y'all gonna see beads of sweat. I'm trying to leave under good circumstances. I don't want to wait until the sweat is rolling down my face. Lord. Look at the bigger picture. Again, perspective. That came out earlier too. That perspective. Yeah. I think we have a new moon coming up too. Let me just pull one message for the new moon. I think we do have a new moon coming up for those of you who are here around this time, who watch this message a little sooner. Let's just pull a new moon message. But I'm done. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. I love you guys. Make sure you definitely check your notifications if you're not receiving the notifications when I go live. Full moon energy that we have coming up. When is the full moon? Anybody know? We just had a... Ooh. Okay, the full moon energy that is coming up right now. Your commitment is being tested. I'm not going to go into that right now. Expect fiery change, powerful change, and a fiery climax approaches. You know, whenever I see this, when they say fiery climax, I'm like, hey. A fiery climax approaches with this new moon. And then we also have expect powerful change. And then we have your commitment is being tested. And I just heard your commitment to you. So there may be a fiery situation that's coming up, meaning passionate return of somebody. Let me just go to there may be a fiery return of somebody coming into your life, and it's going to make you have to choose between you or the other person. And the test is whether or not you'll choose yourself. Ooh, y'all saw that, right? Damn, I'm good at what I do. Yes, hunty. Yes, hunty. So you're going to be tested. Some of you may have somebody new coming in where you're going to be tested, and it's going to be for you to determine who's most important, this person coming into your life or yourself. Will you be able to hold the same boundaries that you've had to hold with other people? Now, let me make it clear to you. Now, I need y'all to listen to this. I need y'all to listen hard to this. Just because it's a new person and they haven't dicked you yet does not mean, and I'm not talking about dick you down, I'm talking about get over on you, hurt you, whatever, yet. I mean, because anyone can hurt you, right? Don't start them off with no A. They start off with an F for F boy, okay? Start them off with an F and let them work their way on up to A, acceptable. Did I say that right? Acceptable is with an A. Yes, I know my math, my bad, my alphabets. Eyes knows my alphabet. I sure as do. God knows I do. And I'll kill him dead if he ever tries to beat me. Anyway, y'all, I got issues. But know that when someone new comes into your life, you don't start them off. No, they have to prove themselves. I mean, I know people want to act like we don't play games. It's not games. It's about value. There's a value system that goes along with. It's about remaining balanced. It's a value system that goes along with anybody new coming into your life, right? When you go into a new job, let's say just for instance, a new job, you go into a new job, you get a new job. You think they're going to give you the next job immediately? You just became a lead, and now the first day they're going to give you the supervisory position or move you up that first day. You see what I'm saying? No, they're looking for you to prove yourself, and then you work and then get paid. You don't get paid and then you work, right? So there's this balance, there's this give and take. And sometimes some of us, especially empathic people who are very healing, loving, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings bullshit. I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt, and it's still doing it sometimes, but I now have boundaries, just saying, to where now, oh, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do for now. But then, when I see you done proved you just shown your ass. Oh, okay, well, now I'm going to show you the crack of mine too. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just really about equality. It's about duality. It's about balance. And when it comes to scientific, when it comes to emotions, passion, all of that, don't get me started with twin flames and all of that. When you get all of that, it's always a runner and a chaser. It's always somebody who's going to hurt and somebody's going to accept the hurt till somebody flipped the script and was like, oh, now payback's mother, believe me. You see what I'm saying? And then it comes back, and then it's about balancing out the scales. It's not about you being mean and mad and nasty and, oh, you being evil and now you a B and, you order every name outside of the word of God, all because you now are exacting yourself. You're exacting, you giving what you got in return. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I always got pissed off when they created this mentality of, oh, she's a gold digger. Really? Is that what we're doing? When they created that, it was so you would feel negative about reciprocation, about getting what you needed, about someone taking care of their children, or about whatever, because they done ciphered your energy, and now they're gonna say you the gold digger. You're an energy giver. What is it called? Digger. You're an energy digger. Let's flip the script. You see what I'm saying? But what I noticed is when they did that, it was like, oh no, I don't want to be a gold. No, I don't want them shopping for me. Oh no, I'm gonna give the ring back. Oh no, I'm gonna give you all this. I don't want none of your bull-ish. Better pawn that. Do something. Anyhow, don't get me started, y'all, because I can get real feisty real fast. I started off on a good note, though, didn't I? Did y'all see how I just rose? It was the fire. But no, seriously, you do not start them with an A. You start them with F for F boy. Seriously. And let them work their way up. Show themselves. I used to always tell people, and I tell my daughter, and I'll tell friends, family, whatever. I tell anybody in a heartbeat. How do they know how to treat you unless you've gone through some things, right? So when you finally go through some things, let's say, for instance, you have a death in the family, right? And then they still treat you with disrespect, or say, oh, well, you went over there and you were doing all this for your family, when I needed you over here. Oh, so now they're really showing themselves. So some people just, and I would say, some women may, or men may set things up and set things in motion early in a relationship to see where a person stands as far as their loyalty, as far as where they stand as it pertains to, what they'll do for them and stuff like that. So they're in a constant battle. They keep telling me battle of proving themselves or getting someone to prove themselves to you. So point is, it's just really about balance and how is your life going to be. And if you start off with a new person and you're giving them the world, your time, attention, giving them everything, and it's not being reciprocated, there's a problem. It's a major problem. So who are you going to put first? You or them. And that's where your commitment's going to be tested. Your commitment to self. So I see an awesome opportunity coming forward. We have a lot of action. Even if it doesn't seem like it's coming, it is. And a climax is approaching. So I don't know what is coming. And I kind of want to get into that, but I am still really hot. I see transformation here too. Third eye chakra, all of that. Oh, hold up. I just felt another one. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, some of you may be conflicted about who do I choose. Well, in relationships, you're supposed to be this. You're going back to that belief system again. So some of y'all are going to be tested. And you're going to revert back to your old belief system. Did you learn your lesson or didn't you learn your lesson? I think that's what's going to come down to. I kind of want to look into this fiery climax because I'm nosy. But I'm telling y'all, I'm extremely hot right now. So I'm going to pull something real quick. What is this fiery climax about, please? What is this fiery climax about? Let me see. What is this fiery climax about, please? Let's just get a hint. Let's just get a hint, y'all. Remember, this is that new moon energy, too. What is this fiery climax about, please? Heart chakra, victory, success, regarding memories of love. So there's definitely going to be, you're going to be feeling different. I think this new moon is going to shed light on things slightly different. And I feel like it's healing. It's you're going to feel, ooh, my. It's very healing. Yeah, there's going to be some truth that's going to come out. You may even be rewarded by spirit or by another person regarding this union. So we definitely have this is interesting. For some of you who want just love advice real quick as to how to deal with that situation, this new fiery climax, and how you move forward in love during this new moon cycle. Ask for help if you need it. Ask for help if you need it. Pray to God. Ask others around you. What is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself support you need. Yeah. Really? Woo, the sun is going down now. Goodness. Whew. I'm going to turn my AC back on. It's going to be blowing cold, hot air, or semi-lukewarm air. Any other advice for my divine feminine during this new moon cycle? Or who's going through this reading at this time? Ooh, man. Whenever it's because these are timeless. Whenever you watch this, but this is specific to this new moon piece. Act as if your partner's already here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they're already with you, so you will consider them. So yeah, there's definitely somebody new coming in here. Ask for help on how to deal with it. I feel like some of you, and because I'm saying this, you're going to remember it even more, because you're going to want to revert back to what you were doing and go back into this meek and mild manner of relating. And I think you want something so much deeper. So if you find yourself doing things that you used to do that got you here, that made you have to deal with people like this, that you had to roll out from, that you had to detach from because they were doing this. They weren't bringing you happiness and joy. They were making you miserable. If you start to feel that way, actually, they're telling me also to tell you if you feel like a tug, like if you just feel uncomfortable doing something, take your time and listen to your body, listen to spirit, listen to your emotions, listen to, they said not emotions because emotions is more physical. Listen to your being, listen to your inner self, listen to because the way I always tell people, even when I started learning about my gifts, it was always peace versus lack of peace. Where did I feel most peaceful? Where did I feel like this tinge of uncomfortability? And so I would always go in a direction. If I was confused about what God was telling me, I would always go in a direction of peace. And so if you're feeling anything that you wanted to do, let's say perhaps with this new person, and you want to, and you're feeling uncomfortable, like even if it's like going on a date that night and you're like, I don't want to go tonight, I'm gonna go tomorrow, but you're normally available and you're like, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I don't have nothing else to do tonight. I might as well go. Why not go? You see what I'm saying? It's like, why not go? I don't have nothing else but to do, but God is telling you to keep still. You better keep still. You see what I'm saying? Because it's something about you being overly available. I'm hearing too, for some of you who need to hear this, because even though you're not thirsty, you look thirsty. That's what they're saying. Like, so if you're overly available, it's like, oh, okay, well, you know what I mean? So listen and follow God's, follow God through this process so you don't end up back in the same situation. Again, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't their fault, but this is how you want to move forward. And this is about committing to yourself, not to others. So you can have other people in your life who may want to commit to you, but that's coming in, this new love, this is about whether or not you're going to remember the lessons and whether or not you're going to remain committed to yourself. There's a powerful change here. Let's see it. All right, guys. I love you. Are you good? Did I look at all the comments? Y'all good? Thank you for your guidance and message always. You're welcome. Thank you, Christina. You said, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I've been friend zoned. I can't. Okay. You said exit stage left. Lord Jesus, am I being tested? We all are, always. You said, that's what I've been doing wrong. Starting them on 100. Right? You said, go ahead, take that jacket off. Nah. Okay, the new moon, July 28th. That's like next Monday, right? No. Is that like next Thursday or something? Or is it next Wednesday? Next Thursday. Okay, maybe I'll go live for that. Thank you, Marsha. Nah, I can't take this off, but I mean, it's just a shirt on here. It's not a big deal, really. But let's see if I am cool by taking this off. I don't know. Y'all about to see me like, I'm about to jump out of this like I'm a child. Like, you know how when you're in the car, you're like, like, yeah, I'm good. Ooh, you guys all right? Yeah, I'm good. Ooh. Bye, y'all. I love you. See you later. Thank you so much for coming live with me. I'll be back soon, though. Okay. Bye-bye.